walk in and sit down. Say no more.
And the cameras in there.
That's hard. I feel like Dele Alli when he's signed for Spurs.
First of all, Harvey, what's your heritage?
Black Caribbean and white Irish.
From Nigeria, so both parents.
I'm Kenyan.
My heritage, I'm Nigerian.
Black and white Caribbean, Jamaica.
So I'll just give you this now.
Thank you.
Who's that you're looking at?
My older sister, Hannah.
My dad, my idol.
Be my older brother Clint.
This is my granddad on my mum's side. Born, role model to me. Born in Carriacou, one of the Caribbean islands. Came over to England at a young age. Look up to him. It was a lot harder in his time compared to this time now. So yeah, to raise a family like he did and come through from that era, and big role model to me.
Yeah, so this is my granddad, obviously born and raised in Jamaica. He came over when he was 14. Found it hard when he first came, but yeah, he's here, well, yeah.
What's his name?
Desmond Smith, yeah, big Desmond.
What do you call him?
Grandpa. Yeah, it's always been Grandpa. From when I was younger, and that's the name I've stuck with all along.
Hannah Banana, Ibi, yeah, loads.
Osita.
What do you call him?
Dad.
Well, it's Clinton, but that's his nickname, Clint.
Ignatius Julian.
How do you feel when you look at that photo of your sister?
Yeah, proud. She's done well for herself. She's doing well for herself. She works hard, so I'm happy.
You spent a lot of time with her while you were growing up. Were you quite close?
Yeah. We lived together all our lives, so yeah.
Just proud. Obviously, I know back in his day, the times it wasn't and how rough it was, and the differences that was back then. I know it was hard for him back then, but I can look at him and proud to what he's done and what he's become so far. And obviously, down the chain is my dad and me and my brothers, and that he's just passed it down. So yeah, very proud.
I'm happy. Makes me happy because he's an OG. You get. He's like. Yeah, he's an important figure for me still.
Yeah, just proud, joy, happiness. You know, he's been there for me ever since I was young. So yeah.
It sums him up really. He looked like he was enjoying himself, smiling, proper character. But yeah, he's a very stoic man. But yeah, he's funny, stoic again. But yeah, that's my granddad. Yeah, look up to him as always.
From young, he's always been there. You know, he's always been at home. He's always like been there for every single one of us. So yeah, spent a lot of time growing up with him. Yeah.
Yeah. We did spend a lot of time just chilling, playing in the garden and playing football outside.
Yeah, actually, I still do now. I was there yesterday at my grandma's. Always spend time there every Sunday growing up. Sunday dinner at grandma and granddad's. They'd both cook meals for us, the family, and I'm always up there. To be honest, it's like my second home. So yeah, a lot of memories made there.
Yeah, all the time. He'll be taking me to football games. He'll always come and watch. We'll be in the garden. We'll be in the woods, just kicking football and just running around, and basically me making him chase after me, basically. But nah, I can't have enough love and respect for my granddad.
And how has Desmond influenced you in your career and life?
Massive, because he's always just said, like, go and fulfil your potential. He always knew I had the ability to go and be a professional footballer, and he's always said, just believe in yourself. The whole family believes in me. And that's what I've done. He's always there, always gives me messages after games, before games, just saying be the best you can be, and that's all I can do really.
Yeah, definitely. You know, growing up when I was younger, academy, going to training, going to games, you know, he'd take me. Like he'd always get on the bus with me to training. You know, I never really went in alone when I was younger, so yeah, it's good to have him around.
I think the important values in life, innit, which is humility, respect, confidence, like all the right things that you need growing up. So yeah, that's the influence he's had on me. Yeah.
I think it's just always been there, you know what I mean? Just having someone that's just always supported me, just, like I said, just being younger and coming through, you know, always at my training sessions and just always telling me to stay as positive as I can and, yeah, just keep moving.
Like a mini mum, you know. My mum's working and stuff. She looked after me and my little sister. So yeah, pretty much like my mum.
Yeah, I mean, it's just part of who I am. I mean, it's my character, just to be happy, you know, help, look after your own, make sure you're there for people when they need you, regardless, and that's kind of my thing, yeah. That's my character, yeah.
Say it like again, coming over from, I think, probably my age, 19, coming to England, creating a big family with my grandma. In that time as well, it was definitely a lot harder for him with racism in that time compared to now. He's told me countless stories, like makes me feel privileged because like it's a lot easier for me growing up now as a black man. Although it's not the current, still not can be better, but you know it could be a lot worse. And my granddad's shown firsthand that he can come through that.
And what's your fondest memory or memories with Hannah?
I think just seeing her go through her journey and in terms of her education and work and how far she's come, and you know the hard times for her and the good times and her getting through it, just that.
Just the times where we'd be sat in the living room just laughing as a family, just joking around, just remember this, remember that. We used to watch Mr. Bean a lot when I was younger. We'd have a lot of fun laughing at Mr. Bean. That was probably one of the main programs we'd watch, especially when I was younger. Mr. Bean, it'd make him laugh, it'd make me laugh. So yeah, just sat in the living room with the family, just joking around really.
Well, just like those Sundays at my grandma and granddad's, or when the parents have gone away on holiday, spending weekends there, cooking for me. He cooks a really nice soup with dumplings in it. That's just always good memories. And I remember he made a nice bacon sandwich. I don't know why. I always remember the day when he made it, and I tried it firsthand, and I was like, my mum doesn't make it like this. I don't know what you're doing, but yeah, that's a good memory. Yeah, but he's full of jokes anyway, so he's new memories every time I see him.
Always church, you know, always church. The first one to church, he's always there. Church. I mean, watching football on the Sundays after church was Super Sundays. I remember that. Yeah, memories was just football and church, yeah.
Is religion quite a big thing to you in your family?
Yeah, I mean, it's the most important. Not so much religion, but God, you know, Christianity, believing in Christ, and I think that's helped every single one of us, especially me, up until my career, up until today, you know, so it's important. I mean, that's number one, yeah.
But we just playing football in the street, really, just playing out in the garden, you know, just the two of us.
We asked him, what's the proudest moment of you?
I think his proudest moment of me, as he said, was when he came to watch my debut that I made for junior, my professional debut against Sheffield United, sorry. And we won 4-0, got man the match, so it was a good, I think, I understand why that would be his proudest moment, yeah.
He's been quite influential in your football career as well.
Yeah, he's always been there. I mean, sacrificed a lot to make sure that I had a good enough foundation to play, you know, and his prayers helped, so yeah, big.
I said from day one, he's always said just be the best he can be, and he sets a good example himself, and he passes it down the chain. So I've always known whatever I do, whether it's football, whether it's back at school, just put in the hard work, and the hard work will always pay off. He's a big believer in consistency. If you keep believing in yourself, something will give. So yeah, that's all it is really.
So I presume a lot of how you are as a player and a person comes from that kind of...
Yeah, he's very positive minded as well, always thinking positive, even if there's knockbacks, he says, oh, keep going, keep trying, it'll work out for you. And the positive mindset is always a good thing to have, and he's massive on that.
Yeah, that time, when I first went to Arsenal, my first week there, so I was at Barnet before, then my first week at Arsenal, I was, my family, we went to have a family holiday, actually, so my whole family was gone, and I was staying with my aunt. So it was just, I mean, my mum wanted me to go on a holiday. She wasn't really too fussed about me going to Arsenal for that week, but I was persistent, wanted to stay, and yeah, worked out in the end. So happy I made that decision.
I mean, I think me becoming a footballer was a big thing for everyone in the family, especially him growing up, his big family. He every time he sees me, he says, "I'm so proud of you and this family." He always asks me how I'm doing my football, how my injuries are. But either way, when I say I'm injured, I'm not happy. He's always proud of me no matter what. So that makes me feel even better, you know, that I'm making this family and him proud. So yeah.
It's the first goal I've ever scored professionally, so yeah, just all around it was just a big moment.
We asked what your funniest memory of you was when you were younger. You said seeing Oyegoke with mediocre dance moves.
Yeah, I think that was this summer. Yeah, I think so, yeah, this summer. Yeah, Gwagwalada is a song I like, innit? So yeah, I sing quite often, to be fair. And now I can't sing it now.
And she right about the dance moves, are they mediocre or is she?
Nah, they're not mediocre. I think it's a bit of jealousy. Well, if she thinks it's mediocre, then I'm not going to dance as well.
She also mentioned about when you decided to walk to your cousin's house at 5 years old and not telling anyone.
Yeah, I took my little sister as well, you know. She was like 3 and we went on like a 20-minute walk. But that's because I just wanted to go to my cousin's house. My aunt was meant to pick me up. It's taken forever. So I just went. Can't really remember it too much. I remember getting in trouble for it, but can't really remember the walk too much. But yeah, I supposedly done it.
Not much to say, just that I dropped in church, innit? And it was a funny moment, man. It was just a funny moment. I understand it. Yeah.
Didn't you hurt yourself though, presume?
I might have, because I've turned out the way I am, you know. So I might have done something, because I know I'm somehow. But yeah.
Oh, yeah. So I was quite a lively kid. I'm at Grandma and Granddad's house. There's back garden. It's not very big, but every time I was young, I was quite lively. I was always out there. And they had a hula hoop one day. I went there, and there was a hula hoop in the back garden. So I just started doing it, and I think I was doing it for about 30 minutes or so. I just kept going because as a kid I wouldn't stop. I just running everywhere. Better player, to be honest. But yeah, and he remembers that all the time. And every time he always recalls it. But yeah, that was it. I just wouldn't stop. Yeah.
Free dummies, yeah, I loved dummies when I was younger. Everywhere I'd gone, whether it was in my house, out, wherever, I needed dummies with me. And I'd have them in my pockets, I'd have them in my hood, I'd have them just anywhere I can, because I just couldn't live without a dummy. But I knew when I went to my nan and granddad's, if I got dummies, I knew they was taking them away from me. The minute I walked in, bang, off. But I'd always try and hide 1 or 2 up, and they don't find it. But along the way, they picked up and it'd be like searching, right, where's that dummy? Where's that dummy? I'd have none. I'd have none. But yeah, it's again, it's all memories to look back on.
We asked him what's the most valuable thing he's learned, and he said that God is number one.
Yeah, that would be number one. That always have Christ, and something that I always have, and it's helped me. I don't think I've ever been in a place. Obviously, we all have our own issues and troubles, and obviously mental health, but I don't think I've ever been in a place that I've been overwhelmed, because I've always had Christ as my foundation, and that's very important.
Yeah, again, we're a tight family, big family, but very tight. It's all about family time for us, especially on a weekend, a Saturday and a Sunday. Whether it's football, whether it's going out for a meal, whether it's the traditional on a Sunday dinner at my nan and granddad's, all the family goes round, spending all day there watching football or whatever it is. We're just big on family, really. It's important. Family's important. Time in life's precious, and as a family, it's good to be together and stick together.
Yeah, I think that again links to his upbringing and what he went through growing up in that time, what he's probably seen in England a long time ago. He's 80 now, so he's probably seen a lot more than I'll ever see. So racism's come a long way. He's pretty much saying there. So yeah, it says it there. I can take a lot from that.
Yeah, the bond we've all got. bang on. Like, we're so close, we're so supportive, we have fun, we're there for each other, whether it's good or bad, and that's what we're about, really. We're just one big family.
Obviously, I'm lucky, privileged to grow up as a black man in this time now, because I will not have gone through any of the hardships that he probably went through. So, although I can't understand fully what he means, but I can sort of resonate with him when he tells me.
In all of our lives, is something that has been instilled in us from young, and we've all been on our own journeys with it. And yeah, I think for my family, for me, there's nothing bigger.
You said about how you've grown in your faith this year. Is that kind of more for you, more of a recent thing to get into your religion? Or?
Yeah, like I said, I've been following the faith from young, but I think with faith, with Christianity, I think as well you have to go on your own journey, and everyone's journey and walk is different. And I think my journey led me closer this year, like 2023.
Yeah, I think that's just how it is, and yeah, especially in football, it's sometimes you can sort of compare your path to other people, and I think it's just try to focus on your own, and as hard as it is, but your time will come, really.
And then we asked him if you could change one thing in the world, what would it be?
The Nigerian government, 100%. Not just him, I think everyone from Nigeria would change that. Yeah.
Was there any reason that? I looked at a bit of research myself, and quite a few problematic things, I guess, with killing people not voting the right way.
It's not really my place to say, but I don't really want to speak on politics, but just crooks, innit?
I'll cut out now, if you don't want.
No, put it in there. Let them know that the Nigerian government... Let them know that they're crooks. How about that? Put it in there, please. Yeah.
Again, he's probably speaking that on his grandsons and that for what we need to do. But he's just so supportive, and he just wants people he loves to succeed and be happy. So on that one, I'm guessing because he just wants people to succeed and be the best they can be, especially looking on me. He knows the potential I've got, and all he ever says is just do what you want to do, what you can do. Everyone knows what you can do as a family, but just go and be you, be the best you can be, and just make everyone proud, and that's what I aim to do.
When he doesn't say much, like short answers, but if he'd speak to you right now, he'd be talking forever, telling you stories. But yeah, it's a short but it's impactful statement. World peace, that's what we're trying for with stuff like this. But it's about teaching the younger audience now, like we're doing today. So hopefully that can, like he said there, he's trying to teach me, over grandkids and the younger audience.
And finally, we asked what the biggest change he's seen throughout his life's been. He said just the mobile phone. Is that quite a big thing to him?
Yeah, obviously, in his days, phones weren't what they are now. Me, my brother, my sister, my dad, whatever, when we go to theirs, phones next to us, phones ringing off, phones this, phones that. Oh, have you seen this on Twitter? It's like, oh, look at this, everything's phone. Like, you don't realise now, like, how much phones depending on your life. As mad as it is, like, everyone relies on your phone to communicate, to whatnot. He's not, you don't really know the technology too much nowadays. I'm showing him bits and bobs along the way. But yeah, like I said, phones are a massive, emails, ringing, texting, whatever. So yeah, it'll be a big shock to him now.
From how things were back from time, slavery, like the division, everything, just everyone being a part in our cultures, communities, whether in America, whether here in UK, in Ireland, where I spent most of my time growing up, even in Nigeria, like the welcoming of people, everything is more together. So that it's great to see. Yeah.
A couple of years back, probably it was a lot more segregation. But what I love about my family is my grandma is white Irish, born in Crumlin, in Dublin. And that sort of is answering the question for you. A white woman marrying a black man from the Caribbean. It sort of suits this whole thing, so that's why I'm smiling quite a lot. And I think that's how I've sort of known why not to like stick with this old thinking of this colour, that colour, why it's black sort of thing. So to me, it's always been a bit bizarre, all this racism stuff, but that's why I'm privileged to have that because it's educated me from a young age.
Have you been to Nigeria before? Or?
Yeah, quite a lot. Yeah.
How do you find that when you're out there?
Yeah, good. It's really nice. I think, of course, to go back and see where you come from, see your culture, and see like family that I haven't seen in a long time. I still have quite a lot of family that live there. My dad travels back and forth all the time. Yeah, it's nice. My grandparents used to live there as well. So yeah, it was always a good time when I would go back.
I haven't been back as much as I'd probably like and wanted to. I think obviously just with the schedule and stuff like that. My parents go back nearly every other year. But yeah, I think we'll make more effort to sort of plan it better so we can all go back at the same time.
Yeah, I've been in the summer, to be fair. I went in the summer to Jamaica, 11 days. Fantastic. The best. The weather, just the food, just the people. It's so good. Obviously, with the schedule we have, you only have a certain amount of time to fit it in, but again, I'll definitely be going this summer as well.
And what's it like in Jamaica? There's like some key differences to what it's like maybe in England.
Just when you're there, you don't realise how friendly everybody is. It's so like everyone's so polite, everyone's together. Just Jamaicans, just loving Jamaicans, really. And even when you've got the tourists coming as well, they just love people, they just love everyone. And when you start trying the food and the coconut water and even the sea, how blue it is and the sand, just everything about it, it's so good.
Do they have a bread man in Jamaica that comes around like a milk van?
No, well, they have that, but it's jerk chicken. It's jerk chicken. Just loving jerk chicken over there. So yeah, obviously when I was over there, I nearly turned into a jerk chicken, to be fair. All I was having is jerk chicken every single day. But nah, it's a lovely place, and if anyone gets the chance to go, I would definitely go.
We'll try some jerk chicken.
Yeah, jerk chicken, definitely.
And how do you feel when you're out there?
Honestly, I feel like I don't know how to describe it. It feels like you're special, even though you're not. But I think because maybe you've had an opportunity that many other people would want and not had, it makes you feel special. But I think going back, giving back in any ways that I can, is what I aim to do every time we go back and my family go back, is to just give back in small ways and big ways and help communities and like, yeah, even help build schools and stuff as well, so yeah.
It's a lot hotter, probably say, definitely. No, obviously in certain parts it's a different lifestyle, isn't it? It's obviously in certain areas not as developed as it is out here, and there's obviously kids and people that just have to work a lot harder and struggle to get by. But you know, that's not to say that there's not good parts. There is. You know, it's really nice place to go. You know, if you want to go out on holiday, there's stuff to see. There's a nice safari out there. Yeah.
So what sort of things that you get up to while you're out there? You see your family and
Yeah, most times you see my family. There's a lot like nice places to go out, like to eat and stuff like that, like lounges and stuff. But most of the time, honestly, it's just to see the people. It's the people there, not really the place, if that makes sense.
And what's your favourite type of Nigerian food when you're out there?
Yeah, just like jollof rice, a bit of chicken, a bit of shaki. Yeah.
And you've represented your country as well. You've pulled on the Kenyan shirt. What's kind of feeling is that for you when you get to represent your country?
Yeah, it was massive. It was big, and I think more so for my parents, mum and dad, because obviously they were born and grew up in Kenya and they were there for a very long time. So it was a really proud moment for them, and it was good to see how happy it made them. That was a proud moment.
Obviously, we know you were born in Nigeria, Wikipedia you might say otherwise.
Yeah.
Do you get to go back to Nigeria much?
I'm planning on, but with career, with family and everything, I haven't really had time. But sooner rather than later, definitely, yeah.
So have you not been over yet? Really?
No, but I will.
No. I went back to Ireland though a couple of years back from my grandma's side, but I've not been to Carriacou or Grenada. My brother has and all the family has, but that was before I was born. But so definitely before, in the next couple of years, I do really want to go and see all my family going actually. End of this month, I think. But obviously, I'm here. I'm working hard to be a pro footballer. But I'd love to go and see what it's like there. Probably have family over there. I definitely do actually. Sorry, that'd have been good to meet and stuff. But yeah, cousins, etc. But yeah, I really want to go back there soon. Well, back, never been, but I want to go and see what it's like. Long plane journey, I've heard, but yeah.
I've had the culture from young. Growing up with the parents that I had, both mum and dad, funny characters. Watching Nollywood, which is the Nigerian movies, and the friends I have who are massive characters, African characters, yeah, it's been a thing. So I've always had that culture, so yeah.
I don't really try to push anything on me then. All my family members are different. They've all got their certain characteristics. My dad's side family, when you go there, that was a lot of like the music and stuff. Probably learned a lot more over when I went to there. So that was good. It's always like different aspects. Like my dad's side, there was a lot more people in general from there. Because my mum and dad's side, my mum's side, it's just mixed, Irish, and my granddad's from Carriacou, so it was a lot more mixed. But yeah.
Who is your footballing idol?
JJ Okocha.
And what is about JJ Okocha that stands out to you?
Charisma, character, style of play, skills, an unusual kind of player, and he just happened to be Nigerian. So yeah.
JJ Okocha, and just being as a back player, I think it's just the freedom that he showed whenever he played. Like he just didn't really, like he just always just expressed himself. Just got on the pitch and just did it because he enjoyed it really.
He's Nigerian, a great player. I think in the Premier League he was a flair player, a player that people would like to watch. I think there's not as many players like that in today's game. But yeah, he's expressed himself, and I think football's an expressive game. Of course, you want to win and stuff, but he was a testament to. He made a lot of people fall in love with the game, with just how he played. So I think that's why.
Yeah, Jermaine Defoe.
And what is about Jermaine Defoe that stands out to you?
Just because when I was growing up, I was watching him a lot, and just the goals and the way he plays is clinical. When he was playing, I think he's probably one of the best finishers in the Premier League. So clinical, underrated to be fair. Underrated. He did a lot of stuff that nobody really took knowledge of. But I thought in the box, what a player. It's touch, bang, goal. So yeah, just the goals week after week, just goals, which I loved.
You said that there's not like one single black footballer you could pick out.
Yeah.
So I guess you've got so many people, maybe similar culturally.
Yeah, there's
look up to, is it for?
There's a lot of footballers, you can look up to, past, present, and hopefully future. But like you can be like Pele when he was younger. Seen the film about that growing up in Brazil, the favelas, how hard it was for him not getting picked, etc. And now you've got players like Rashford, Isakas, who are inspiring in this past couple of years. With Rashford, with helping out the school meal children, and how they dealt with the racism from the World Cup. There's loads, and I hope that we can, as a footballing community, help that even more. In the future anyway, so yeah.
I think it's that, and I think it's just him being himself. A lot of people can perceive that as arrogance, but I don't see it as arrogance. It's just expressing himself, and he's enjoying it, so yeah.
Just because, obviously, he's more like my height, my build, and just to see him get to the top in the Prem for Tottenham, scoring goals, and England and whatnot, it's something that I can look up to and try and achieve. He's not big, but he's quick, he's sharp, and I like to say I'm quick and sharp as well. Anything in and around the box, clinical, which suited me really. So yeah, Jermaine Defoe, definitely.
And I guess just how he is as a person, when you look at everything he did with Bradley Lowry and things like that, he's just...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Even now, like you said, off the field, the stuff he's done off the field, with charity work and whatnot, like it's what you want to do and look up to really.
Is that what stands out to you when you remember JJ Okocha, right? The flair,
yeah, 100%. Not really. Obviously, he scored some great goals, made great assists while doing it, but it's more of, like his confidence must have been absolutely crazy because he's trying things and doing things, and you got to know that when he's doing these things, it's probably not working after the game. He's probably getting shouted at after time for doing these things, but when it worked, it created great memories for people like me. So yeah, thankful for it.
Just enjoyed just watching him play and just skills and stuff like that. Yeah.
I was very young at the time, and when you were younger, you sort of don't really understand racism as such. But there was one moment that stuck out for me as a footballer as well. Fullback surprisingly same as me. Danny Alba's playing for Barcelona. Not sure what game it was, the Liga game I assume. Taking a corner and he has fans hurling abuse at him, racist chants, monkey, etc. Even threw bananas down at him. And you can go wrong ways about this. Stop playing, spit your dummy out, but like feed them. Like they want a reaction off you, but he picks it up, eats it, and puts the corner in. I think he might have got an assist. You said to me, but yeah, that was. Even though like I was very young, it stuck with me for a while because like that's how I should react with it. Like don't give them the reaction they're asking for. Don't feed their agenda, and that's what he did. Ate the banana, carried on playing, and that really stuck with me.
And I guess like the fact that he got the assist from when he scored is just like hammered that message home even more for the fans.
It's the perfect answer, innit? Nothing better than replying with his talent anyway.
So actually, who your favourite black music artist was?
Yeah, Popcorn is called, yeah.
What genre of music is?
So it's dancehall, it's called, and obviously the favourite song is called Family. So obviously like, I'm a big family person, and the lyrics in there is all about family and being together and how much he loves family and whatnot. So yeah, like I said, the lyrics mean a lot to me, so I'll go for that one.
Yeah, Wizkid.
And what kind of genre is Wizkid?
Afrobeats, soul, kind of thing, yeah.
Probably say Santan Dave.
What sort of genre of music is that?
Just like rap, hip hop sort of vibe. Probably say I like him just because it's like just speaks a bit of truth, you know. I think there's certain songs, there's certain things you can resonate with, you know. Yeah, I think it can be a bit deep at times, but just enjoy listening to him.
Kind of like I don't know how to describe it. Like it's like melodic kind of music, like with a little bits of rap, but it's like kind of like a melodic rap, if that makes sense.
And why did you pick Argentina as your favourite song?
To be fair, to be completely honest, at the time I couldn't think of any songs. That's the honest truth. The first thing that came to my head.
I do like 50 Cent, Chris Brown and stuff. It's such a wide open question because there's loads. I was even looking at my Spotify trying to pick one, but I just couldn't. I'm a fan of 50 Cent, but my music genres, I listen to all. Like I've listened to old school R&B, rap music, new hip hop, slow songs, and even like house tech music. So I'm a totally open book. So like even with that, like I'm not like people can sort of stereotype black people, like even young kids like me. Listen to grime, rap, it's violent, it associates us with sort of violent music and stuff, but I think again that's totally wrong because I've been brought up around all different colours of my family and stuff and all different music, so that's why the answer I thought I can't really pick one because I'd be lying if I said this is my favourite and this is my favourite, so yeah.
I'm big on music. As soon as I get in my car, bang music straight away. It gets me in a mood. It gets me excited for the day. It can change my mood if I'm in a bad mood. Puts me in a good mood. And especially that one is because it's about family as well. It just makes me think, especially on the mornings into football on the motorway. There's nothing better.
How did you get into that type of music?
Just again, family. Dad, just family and being around the culture and stuff like that. Got family in Jamaica as well. So yeah, it's just passed down, and it's good. It's good to know where the roots are and where you come from, really.
My brother. I think my older brother was the first showed me Ghana, I think.
I mean, it's part of upbringing, you know. Always used to listen to all sorts of so-called Afro beats growing up, the kind that my parents would listen to, but it was more gospel kind, but the Nigerian version, which was crazy.
I've just sort of just enjoyed, like just rap and hip hop and things like that growing up. And just not necessarily that, dabble in all sorts. You know what I mean? Don't mind a bit of Adele every now and again, a bit of Ed Sheeran. Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a part of culture, and everyone around me listens to Afrobeats, but I just have a thing for Wizkid. Yeah.
And your favourite song?
It's called Oyegoke by Wizkid. That's his biggest. Yeah.
And why is that your favourite song?
There's a story to it. Like he's talking about like upbringing, where he was from, how people didn't believe in him, but now he's a worldwide star, and it's a vibe as well. And obviously you got the Drake Skepta done remix to it, people, but it's more than that. It's hard.
When I was younger, my mum and dad, like the cars, when you're young you don't really know actual songs, but like it was a lot of old school R&B with my mum and dad in the car, and that's what I grew up on. I can't really name songs, but like you get another genre like the old school Chris Browns and No Scrubs, that them sort of songs. But yeah, it was a lot of old school R&B from my mum and dad. And then as you grow up, you just find your own lane, I think. And then that's what I've just sort of gone into. Like I love all music, to be honest. Yeah.
Black History Month, we see a lot of celebration about black culture and everything that entails. Is there anything from black culture that you feel needs to be celebrated more than what it already is, that might not get the recognition it deserves?
Just really thinking the hard times it was back in the day for a lot of black people, and to where black people have come now. It's still lingering around now, the differences and the racism and whatnot, but it's black people should be proud of what they've done, especially when they've come from Jamaica or wherever, Africa or wherever, to come to England. Like, you need to realise that people stuck together and life goes on, but you need to just realise that they've done good. People's done good. Like I said, on my granddad's side, like it was tough for them. I know what they was going through, and for them to still be here after everything that they've been through, it's tough, but you can all be proud.
I suppose like it's just Black History Month. It shouldn't be just a month to think about what black people have been through or the culture. It should be recognised on a yearly basis. You know what I mean? The struggles they went through. In football, so many players, black players, as soon as they have one bad performance, it gets tossed down to that and stuff. It's just wrong. But yeah, like it shouldn't be just 1 month. It should be at least once it gets educated more to the young children, it'll be in a couple of years' time now. We might not need a Black History Month because it'll be normal to accept everyone. So that's what I'm hoping for anyway.
I'm not really a political person myself, but I mean, I only speak on what I know. I don't know too much about other things, but I only know maybe the African Cup of Nations should get more recognition in it. That's my take.
Yeah, I think just stuff like AFCON getting a lot more recognition. There's a lot more people watching it, and obviously I think a lot more. It's being taught in schools a lot more, and I think a major thing is just obviously it's Black History Month, so it's sort of just highlighted and gone into depth and detail in this month. I think the thing we'd like to do is just sort of keep it going. You know what I mean? Like why just dedicate it to 1 month. I think that's just with everything as well. Just we sort of give it one time frame, focus on it, and then you sort of just forget about it until the next time it comes around. So I think just slowly embed it into everything and just learn.
I think it's something that's come on leaps and bounds over the last few years and over the however long since the oppression. But I think like what's happening now and how people react to stuff like the Black History Month and stuff like that is just what people wanted. And I think there's nothing in particular for me that I would want to say, but I think everything's taken the right steps in the right direction, and I'm thankful.
And finally, finish up with a few questions about yourself.
Yeah.
What some people might not know about?
Ooh.
Other than the dummies.
I love a bath.
I went to, I was going to say this. Well, mum and dad, I was private school in primary school for years, kindergarten up to year 6. Then I went to a public high school, and I think mum and dad sort of knew where I'm from. It's the catchment area is not the best. The schools around it, and I think that's testament to mum and dad bring me to what they was emptying their pockets in the private school just so I could be around the right people. And I think that's helped me as I've gone older now. My manners, mannerisms, etc. People have said to me like how mature I sound when I'm talking, and I think that's helped me a lot because I could have easily got mixed in a group if I had a different school. So yeah, I'm not a lot of people. I've not told anyone that because they can again turn around and say, "Oh, you went to private school, didn't you?" You're not, you know what I mean? But yeah, I went to a private school for my primary schooling before I went to high school. So yeah.
I don't know, I don't know what you do know, do you know what I mean? So I don't know if I can say what you don't know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like to draw.
Are you quite good at drawing, or?
I'm all right. I take courses, online courses every now and again. I'm all right, getting better step by step.
I think everyone knows everything about me already. More or less, just I don't know. I think everyone knows everything about me. I'm an open book.
What was the first thing that you spent your first football's paycheck on?
Clothes. I went to Meadowhall in Sheffield, and I went to JD, I went to Flannels. I was just loving it.
Okay, so I went to McDonald's, like all my mates. Bought everyone McDonald's. Spent about £80 in it was the dumbest thing I ever done. But at the time I was just happy to have a bit of money, so I bought just loads of people McDonald's.
I don't know. My cookie dough at the time, I think it was. Like a little dessert store thing in Leeds. Yeah, I liked it at the time. Probably that.
When I first got paid, first 2 months, I remember in my scholar, I actually saved mine, like the first couple of wages, mature, because it was around lockdown time. I might have even spent a little bit on the FIFA points, to be honest. I don't play much FIFA anymore, but that could have been it. But to be honest, my first thing I bought was probably my train ticket to get in. Started getting the train as soon as I got my scholar, really. Quite an independent lad. Yeah, it was that. I'm not really a flashy guy. I don't really spend loads and loads of money on the clothes and stuff. So yeah, probably my train ticket or FIFA points.
Tax. Tax. That's my answer. Tax. Yeah.
What's something that you do every day which other people might not notice?
Pray. Yeah, pray. Have a relationship with God. Yeah, that's it.
So I guess it's very big to you.
Yeah, massive.
Every day.
Yeah, number one.
Yeah, extras I see. Like every now and again, like I'll go home and I'll do ball work. Yeah, I don't think many people know that.
I do extras every single day after training. I do shooting, hold-up play, always working behind the scenes.
Again, I presume that kind of hard work was from your granddad.
Of course, yeah. Again, get out what you put in. Always said that from day one. You get out what you put in. If you don't really put the work in, you can't really expect an outcome. If you do, when the outcome comes, it's not a surprise. It's earned and deserved.
Obviously, sometimes we're outside looking in. People might see, oh, they're not in for that many hours, but that doesn't necessarily mean like when we go home we're not doing anything. I mean, I will go home, walk the dogs, park up on the sofa, but some days, yeah, I'll do my extra ball work, just make sure that I'm taking away and just feeling good.
Pray every morning. I try to read the Bible every day. But that's in my own time. So yeah, that's pretty much something that I do every day consistently.
Are there any sort of passages from the Bible that stand out to you?
Maybe I was reading James recently, and there was a passage about how it's harder to go to heaven if you're rich, and it's easier for the poor. I think in the life that we if you're rich on earth and love worldliness, it's harder to get to heaven because what's of the world is often not of what God wants for you. What's of God is often not what's seen as a positive thing in the world. So I think it's just getting the balance in my own life and applying that in as many ways as I can.
And is that something that you aim to do with your life?
Yeah, everything I get, like I always say that everything God's blessed me with is God's. Money, anything is God's. So I'm just an overseer of whatever He's blessed me with, and if I can help the kingdom or help people with my resources, that's the easiest way to use it. I'm not really quite a hoarder in terms of keeping money or anything. If people need something, or if I can help anyone in any way in that sense, I'll give it, because again, I'm just here to do God's work on earth.
Like buying McDonald's for a few minutes?
Yeah.
I wake up every day at like 7 o'clock. I get outside, just like getting the fresh air just to start my day right. And yeah, I'm a really early riser. Like even though I'm in here at like 8 o'clock, not 8 o'clock, about 20 to 9 some days and stuff, like Harvey and early, that's what I do, sort of thing. But I generally just like getting up early and getting my day started. Even on weekends, like on Sunday, I'll be up like 8ish, like getting out, going to the gym and stuff. I'll go on a walk and that. But yeah, that's just me.
And what would the title of your autobiography be?
Never give up.
Why?
Got to have that mentality of never giving up. Times are hard, life's hard at times. You go through hurdles where it's not so good, but you can't give up. If you give up, you'll get nothing. That's it, you'll get nothing. If you give up, you will get nothing. And I've been brought up where I can never give up, keep fighting until the time's up.
Baking.
Why?
Because I just go home and bake. Not as in actually bake. It's like slang for just going home and chilling. I just go home and just chill.
Aye. I'm bad with names, me. So I think I don't know, just my name.
The intimate life of Emmanuel.
Is that because the guy's AFC, that's because you're an open book, you can hide it?
Yeah.
Perfect, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry.